Hi children, welcome to the class. Today we are going to enter into the term 2 lessons. Already we entered, and today we are going to discuss a different and interesting topic. Okay, and why are you saying like that me? Yes, I am in traditional wear, right? Just now I completed my puja and I come to the class. Okay, so what is the special today? Yes, something different. All ladies are doing some, they are performing some rituals in their homes, they are doing some pujas, right? And I too did the same thing. I too did the same puja and I came to the class. Okay, so here children, normally in our houses we will see our grandparents and parents also morning times they used to pray to the God, and you also, right? Why all are praying to God in different types, right? In sometimes even our grandparents also, they are sitting in one place peacefully and they will close their eyes and they will catch some sandalwood garlands or rudrakshamala like that, right? They will catch and they will scroll like this and they will do something, they will repeatedly they will use some words, right? What is that? What are all the things? Whenever you ask your grandparents, what is that? Yes, they are praying to the God with concentration. Okay, means why are doing like that repeatedly? Because the concentration, their concentration should not deviate from to the God. Okay, so that is the reason continuously they will repeat that. For that sandalwood garland also, the sandalwood beads will be 108. Okay, and that rudrakshamala also like that only. Some particular number will be there. Okay, so that many times they need to repeat the word. Okay, to whoever they are worshipping, whoever their particular God, like that they are worshipping that God name repeatedly. They will tell that many times. Okay, while scrolling that mala, they will repeat that many times the God name and they will close their eyes also, because their concentration should not deviate from the God. Okay, why I am giving all this information, children? Did you got down right? Yes. Today our topic is about the God. Okay, that is the devotional path to divine. What is devotional? What is divine? Yes, actually we are discussing about the God and devotion. Okay, worship to the God. What is devotion? Bhakti. A person's personal concentration towards his God. That is called bhakti. Okay, continuously people wherever they are praying to God, that time compulsory they will close their eyes and they will pray to God, right? Normally if you also stand in front of God, something you will close your eyes and whatever you want you will ask to God, right? So in that way people use it to concentrate. With complete concentration they will surrender to the God themselves. Okay, that is called as bhakti. Okay, so here also we are discussing the new idea of Supreme God. What is the new idea of Supreme God? Who is the Supreme God for us? From ancient period onwards, people are praying to God, but different gods. Okay, before the large kingdoms emerged, before the development, before the all dynasties emerged, before that they used to pray different types of gods in different regions. Okay, of course we learned in the previous class also, 6th class also, in the Vedic period, early Vedic period gods are different and later Vedic period also gods are different. Why like that? In every early Vedic period they used to pray the gods who are belongs to the nature. Okay, God of fire, Agni, God of Varun, sky or rain, and God of Vayu, God of air. Okay, so like that they used to pray the gods who are belongs to the nature. And after coming to the later Vedic period, the gods were changed. Their beliefs are changed completely. Okay, and gods also changed, just like Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. And we learned the first god is Shiva, and he is the early form of Shiva is Pashupati, right? So like that we learned so many things. And coming to here also, people are used to pray different gods before the large kingdoms emerged. And after that, coming to 8th century, 9th century, so many different kinds of movements are emerged. Okay, people used to pray different gods in different areas. right? And that time only most of the people used to pray, Buddhists and Jains also, right? Different religions also emerged, and they used to perform different kinds of rituals, right? So based on this here, people who are coming, that all the things in the society, they used to believe that people are compulsory, they are from the noble families, means they are belongs to the higher castes only. Okay, who are, means they used to believe the birth cycle, life cycle. Okay, different births will be there, after one after that, one after that, like that they used to believe, right? So to solve that, we need a particular path, right? So based on that here, the Bhakti movements was emerged from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, our Bhagavad Gita is the main source for this. From that only people learned the movement of Bhakti. Okay, so many Bhakti movements emerged, and that time only the supreme gods came into the means they spread it. Okay, Brahma, Vishnu and goddess Durga, right? These are the main deities for the people in the society after emerging the Bhakti movements. Okay, and here also the people came from different castes, even untouchables, even means that time who are belongs to who will be treated as lower castes, right? So that like that from different caste people came, and they followed the Bhakti movements. Okay, different forms of God they used to pray, and they worship the gods, they worship the temples, right? Different temples also constructed in that period, and so many kings also used to encourage the construction of temples. They constructed so many temples. In that on the temples also we can see the different kinds of inscriptions. We can know the information about the kings who ruled in that time, what they did, what were their achievements, right? What they issued, what they did for the welfare of the people. That like that we know all kind of information through that inscriptions. Okay, so like that here Bhakti movement emerged in the 8th century onwards. Okay, means these are the early forms of the gods, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara and Lord goddess Durga also. Okay, so children, in that way here the movements emerged from even in Puranas also. From Puranas also we can hear this kind of stories. Okay, and people use it to devote particular god, and they use it to worship the gods, and they are selecting the path of salvation. Okay, so in that way here from 7th century to 9th century, in between these two centuries, there are so many Bhakti movements emerged in the South India. Okay, so that two are Nayanas and Alvars. Nayanas means who are devotees to Lord Shiva, and Alvars means who are devotees who are saints from Lord Vishnu, saints to Lord Vishnu. Okay, devotees of Lord Vishnu. Okay, so in that way here even already I said these all the people are coming from different castes. Okay, not only from higher caste, not only from Brahmanas. Okay, from different caste, even untouchables, Palayars, Panars, right? Different castes they are coming to start this kind of movements, and they are following and they are spreading these kind of movements in the society. Okay, and they are roaming from one place to another place, one village to another place, one village to another village, and they are composing different kinds of songs belongs to their god, and completely they are critic to the Buddhists and Jainas. Okay, and here we can see so many Buddhists and Jainas also adopted this kind of bhakti culture. Okay, they use it to spread their culture into the society with their words, with their suktas, with their songs and poems. They use it to spread about their religion in the society, and they strongly believed this is the path of salvation to reach the God. Okay, and this is only the solution to reach the God, right? So like that way here Alvars and Nayanas both were followed the same rules and regulations, and they used it to compose the poems and songs, right? And they spreaded the these all the things in the society, they spreaded this bhakti movement in the society everywhere, right? So children, let me show you some slides about this. Okay. Children, see here. In this slide we can see the bhakti movement. Bhakti, how they are singing, how they are dancing in the devotion of God, we can see here, right? And coming to the next slide, here Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna and Arjuna, we can see in this slide. Okay, Lord Krishna is saying about Gita, about bhakti, about the rules. He is giving information to the Arjuna. We know that story already, right? And next slide. Here, this is the page from Bhagavad Gita. The chariot and horses are there. Lord Krishna and Arjuna are there in that chariot, right? Lord Krishna is driving the chariot and Arjuna is in his back. And next, here we can see Lord Shiva. Okay, these are the supreme gods. Already I explained in the video, right? Okay, so in that way here, Lord Shiva is the early form. He is the first god, and these are the supreme deities in the early 8th century, 9th century. Okay, and Lord Shiva, and next Lord Vishnu, and after that here we can see Goddess Durga. Okay, these three are the supreme deities from this century. Okay, early gods. And in that also already I said the first god is Shiva, and the early form of Shiva is Lord Pashupati. Okay, from Vedic period onwards, he is coming, means he is using in that way. Okay, people used to pray in that way and in that form. Okay, and next, here we can see the Nayanars. Children, here actually Nayanars and Alvars from South India, I said already. There are 63 Nayanars who belong to different caste backgrounds such as potters, untouchable workers, peasants, hunters, soldiers, brahmanas and chiefs. The best known among them were Appar, Samandar, Sundarar and Manikkavasagar. There are two sets of compilations of their songs, Tivaram and Tiruvakakam. Okay, this is information about the Nayanars. And next coming to here we can see Manikkavasagar. Just now I said no, and he is the very famous from Nayanars. Okay, and next coming to Alvars. There were 12 Alvars who became from equally divergent backgrounds, the best known being Periyar and his daughter Andal, and next Tondaripodi Alvar and Nammalvar. Okay, and their songs also very famous, and their songs are compiled in the Divya Prabandham. Okay, this is about the Alvars. And next coming to temples built by Cholas and Pandya kings. Okay, so here between the 10th and 12th centuries, the Chola kings, Pandya kings built elaborate temples. Of course, children, we learned in the starting term 1 lessons only we learned about Cholas and Pandyas, right? So in that way, their important temples also we know. From Cholas, Brihadishwara temple was very well-known temple, right? You learned already. And these are the elaborate temples actually around many of the shrines visited by the saint poets, and strengthening the links between the bhakti tradition and the temple worship. Okay, and this was also the time when their poems were compiled. Besides hagiographies or religious biographies of the Alvars and Nayanars were also composed. Today we use these texts as sources for writing histories of the bhakti tradition. Okay, children? So children, I hope you understand the slides, right? In that slides, we have seen so many important alvars and nayanars also, and their important compilations, right? Compositions. Okay. And about coming to Cholas and Pandyas, their temples also. In that time, actually, they tried to maintain and develop the link between the temple worship to Bhakti movement. Okay, so that is the reason so many kings are interested to construct the temples in different areas. In that way, their Cholas and Pandyas also constructed temples. I hope we know already. Okay, in the previous lesson, the new kings and kingdoms also, we learned about Cholas, right? And about their administration, about their constructions, about their agriculture, right? Different developments, what they did in their reign, right? So in their reign, they built different temples. In that, Brihadeshwara temple was very known and famous temple, right? And Gangaikonda Cholapuram, right? They built the town, right? Tanjavur, that are the famous places, and they have built different temples which are very famous. And they reign, that bronze idols also, images also very famous. Okay, so like that here, kings also supported this worship and temple worship and bhakti movements. Okay, so here children, we can understand how they supported, how they emerged in different religions in different parts of India at the same time, right? And how bhakti spreaded in all the areas. Okay, and how people started to devote the gods. Okay, how they worshipped the gods. And we know already so many, if we in a holy place we visited, in that places also we can see so many things. Continuously they are repeating God names, and continuously they are singing some songs related to the God. If we went to Shirdi, if you go Shirdi, you can see they are singing Hartis continuously. Okay, and if we go Tirupati, you can see continuously, if they are waiting to visit the God for darshanam also, to visit the God also, in that line also they use it to repeat the God name, Yedkondalvada, Venkatramana, Govinda, Govinda, like that. They use it to repeat that words. Means their concentration should not deviate from the God. That is the main concept here. Okay, and continuously, completely, they need to involve in the devotion. Okay, involvement means that shows their affection, love and like to the God. Okay, how they are praying to the God with the complete involvement. Okay, that only will tell Shraddha, right? So complete concentration, that is. So this is the topic, children. I hope you understand, right? So once again, we'll recap what we learned in this topic about Bhakti movement. What is Bhakti movement? How that Bhakti movement was emerged, in which centuries it was emerged. Okay, and what is the reason, right? What is Bhakti? Just now I said, the complete devotion, a personal complete devotion to the God, towards his God. Towards his God is considered as the Bhakti. Means a person completely surrendered himself or herself into the God. Okay, that shows their love and affection to the God. Okay, so in that way here, so many persons came from different castes, not only noble or higher castes. Okay, different castes including untouchables and lower caste, who are treated as the lower castes in the society that time. Okay, so that all the people came and they developed the Bhakti movements, and that Bhakti movement was also emerged from the Bhagavad Gita. They took the concept from Bhagavad Gita. Okay, and that time the supreme gods are Lord Shiva, Vishnu and Goddess Durga. Okay, in their names in South India also different Bhakti movements emerged, and in that Alvars and Nayanars both became very famous. Okay, and Nayanars are devotees of Lord Shiva, and Alvars are devotees of Lord Vishnu. Okay, so in this way they have composed so many poems and songs in the devotion of God, and they spreaded the Bhakti movement in the society. Means they used it to roam, means they used it to visit from village to village, place to place. They used it to visit all the places, and they used it to spread the Bhakti movement in the society. Okay, so children, I hope you understand, right? So now the time for the task of the day. So, children, what will you do? You ask your parents and find out the information about Bhakti saints in your area. If they know any Bhakti saints and who are they and whose devotees are that Bhakti saints, that all the information once you gather from your parents, ask your parents and grandparents and gather the information. Okay, we'll meet you in the next module.